Okay, so I'm here with Jack Gillies after Hibs 2-0 victory over Livingston at home. What did you make of that, Jack? Sum up in one word.
Just outstanding. Outstanding, mate.
What did you think was outstanding about it?
Just the two goals. I mean, it was eye-bleeding stuff, especially in the first
I was going to say that. I thought it was pretty dry.
It's a bit of a shock to the system after watching the girls win 10-0 last week. I think it was a bit of a shock to the system the football played, but first half was, Livy were playing like prime Wimbledon. Some of the tackles they were launching into. I think the referee was shocking, but at half time I did say, I was texting my dad saying, I think we'll have them in the second half, and we did. Both goals were just outstanding. Nisbet's was, that turn and the way he just hit it, lovely. But the second goal, the back heel for Allen, that was just filth. That was absolute filth, and then Boyle just sticks it away. What more do you want? That's it, game over.
We talked a wee bit about the lineup on the podcast this week. How did you feel about the lineup?
I thought it was alright, to be honest. I think it was as good as it could have been. I would have liked to have seen, a bit more-ish Scott and Mackay, to be honest. But to be fair, I'm not going to complain because it was a good lineup, and I thought JDH was actually bossed at the midfield again today, so it's glad to see him sort of playing in that role in midfield because we've been needing a midfielder like that, and he just provides us with it. I thought JDH was amazing today as well, and I think whilst it wasn't the prettiest of performances, it's a 2-0 win. We were absolutely, outstanding, I'd say. We got the win, and Livy aren't an easy team to play. Livy are a team that we tend to have a bit of a hoodoo with, if you know what I mean. We've lost a silly ways against them quite a few times, so I'm happy that we've won the day, and I'm just a happy Hibby. That's what we're saying, two fantastic goals, so aye.
Good stuff. How did you think Hibs dealt with balls into the box this week? It's kind of been a kryptonite the last couple
I think it was a bit better. Livy didn't do much. I think if they still had Jet, I'd be worried, but they didn't have that threat anymore. They didn't have that aerial threat anymore. The Jet's been taken away. There was a few that I was like, we could have dealt with that better, but I do think it's getting there, because it's obviously something that Jack wants to work on, and we need to work on, so you can tell that it has been getting worked on. And I was pretty happy with that. I do think we're a lot better than expecting. Paul McGinn, I think people know my views on Paul McGinn. I thought he was actually alright today. I've not got a bad word to say about him today, to be honest. Him, the play he was doing with Boyle was absolutely fantastic. So, I think you'll take what you get. So
what did you make of Boyle's performance? Like, he started off really well, but I felt like every pass had to go to Boyle today. What did you think of that?
It's not too bad. I think it's Boyle. I just love him. The goal was always forgiven, and he played with a lot of good intensity. That's what you get out of Boyle. He's on fire in that first half. Some of the runs he was making. I do feel that. But I think that's just because the team view him as a focal point. They look up to him. They know he can create things. That's why I think they just ping the balls out to him. You know what I mean? So overall, very, very happy with Boyle's performance.
So that's 10 points from a possible 12 going into the derby after the international break. How are you feeling? Are you feeling confident? Are you a bit nervous? Is there anything you've seen today you think we need to work on before we go into that match?
I think we probably should be a bit more physical, because the derbies always are, but it's a derby. I'm never confident for derbies. Never ever confident for a derby, because you know what we're like in them, but hey, it's always a game that we can win, so just go and give them hell when we do go over to Swine Castle. Is what I've got to say about that one, so aye.
Right, perfect, totally agree. So thanks for your time, Jack.
No worries.
Cheers.